I see us.
Nice. All right, well, let's get started then. Welcome, everyone, to the Four Guys with Quarters podcast, episode 11 for the 2nd of October of the year 2014. I am Inferno217. As always, I've got the usual cast of characters. We got Clowns, top left.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
We got Assassin on the top right.
What is up?
And Chaos, as usual, down the bottom left.
Hey guys.
And we got quite a loaded show this evening. We've made a few changes here to the show, and we want to get through all the topics as quickly as we can so we don't have you here for a couple hours, but we want to give it their due diligence. The first thing we're going to do, though, as always, we're going to give a shout-out to our partner in crime over at xboxculture.com. Guys, definitely go over there, check it out. It's a nice website of Xbox fans, enthusiastic guys, dedicated guys over there. They do great reviews. They do video and written interviews with game developers and producers, and they also have giveaways that we haven't been lucky enough to win, but we enter them every month, and you just need 10 posts over there on the forum, so go over there, xboxculture.com, join the
It's
site.
actually 5 now.
Oh, I guess it's 5 posts now,
Yeah.
according to the recent winners. I guess it's only 5, so go over there, get your posts on the forum, check out the articles and everything, and we'll be over there, so come check it out. And also, our site, fourguyswithquarters.com, is finally taking off and getting going thanks to a lot of work by Clowns in his downtime. Thank you so much, man, for doing all that work. And we'll be having a bunch of new articles on there and some videos, so come check out the reviews and everything we got going on over there. You can watch the shows, too, after we finish with them. So, yeah. So, first thing we're going to do, we're going to implement a new weekly feature this week on the podcast. We're going to do our press start feature, and basically we're just going to go around the panel and get everybody's, what they're playing right now and what they're thinking about the games really quick, and basically where they are maybe in the game if it doesn't give spoilers, stuff like that. Just a quick, icebreaker, if you will. So why don't we start with Clowns this week? What have you been doing, man? What have you been playing?
Lately, just Shadow of Mordor and Forza. I'm really into Shadow of Mordor. I'm trying to get to the last War Chief to kill.
All right, so Shadow of Mordor mostly for him. He just picked up Forza. We'll be talking a lot of that on this show, so yeah, we'll get more into that. Let's go to Assassin next. What have you been playing, man?
I've been playing a little Destiny, so I'm playing vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Shout out to PopCap for getting me a free code, through their Twitch channel, that one. So thank you guys. So once I get PlayStation Plus, I'll play that game.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Advertising the PlayStation Plus on the Xbox podcast, but it's all
Yep.
cool. We give everyone a fair shake here. All right, cool. Thanks, man. It's Chaos. What have you been playing, man? Let us know what you've been doing.
Just mostly been playing Destiny, trying to, I think, level up some of my higher level characters here. I just started a new Titan, so I've just been doing that.
Cool, very cool. And I've been playing when it works, Forza Horizon 2. Been loving that. Definitely would love to put a review of that up on the site. They've got a review over at xboxculture.com done by Turtle as well. It's a pretty good review, so go check that out if you're interested. And I've been playing a little bit of Mordor. I didn't get as much into it as Clowns, but I've been loving what I've been playing. And also some PvZ DLC. So that's what we've been playing. A little synopsis, so you guys can get to know our gaming taste a little bit better. All right, so let's just really briefly. I know everyone's sick of Destiny almost, except Chaos. So we're going to talk really briefly about Destiny again. I know we're gonna get a lot of hate in the chat because we did last week too. More Destiny ? So let's just quickly go over the raid, since we'll talk the raid and we'll talk just a little bit about the patch that came out about the Crypt Arc in particular. So Chaos, why don't you tell us about your experience with the raid since you've leveled up and you've been able to actually brave it better than we have?
Okay. Well, first off, it's not going to be the type of situation where a casual gamer can go in and think they can just do it in one day. Because first off, it's the first time a video game has never held your hand and said, "Okay, go here, do this." There's no real instructions on what to do. I mean, I know there's a lot of walkthroughs out there and tutorials on how to get the actual vault open. Um, but yeah, it's a new challenge, a new level of of hard, I guess you could say.
Right.
Most of the enemies that are in the actual vault of glass are new. You won't see any kind of variations of them in anywhere but the vault of glass. And some of the mechanics that you experience in the raid are very new. So it's just a situation that you have to figure out everything on your own, and it's not going to let you. It's not going to, like I said, hold your hand or give you any kind of tips or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so that's like a perfect way to say it, I think. Because
But
the rest of the
the-
game has been like that.
The
Right.
rewarding part comes when you actually complete portions of the raid. I completed every portion except for the final boss. The final boss, the group I was with, I don't think we were coordinated enough. I think it was more of a gear check, really, and we just didn't have the gear to do it. But you are rewarded with every time you complete a portion of the raid. You do get legendary gear.
Hmm.
I opened a chest that we found, and I got a exotic auto rifle, the Suros Regime, which some people are saying that it's the best auto rifle in the game.
Yep.
I couldn't say yes or no, but that was cool to me. Open a chest and there was an exotic, which exotics in this game are very hard to get.
Right. All right, we already get a question in the chat for Chaos. The Jizzle wants to know, how are you still playing this game?
I have a love-hate relationship with it, really.
Yep.
Some days I do love it, and some days I hate it. But
And I'll tell you guys.
I'm still having fun playing. To me, it's still fun. But you can ask me in 2 weeks from now if I'm still having fun playing Destiny. It's fun to me. This is what I usually do with games. Is even though it's repetitive and stuff, most looter shooters that I play, I mean, you got to guarantee they're all repetitive in some way or another. So
So I think this raid is cool because I think it should have been maybe even an option. Maybe they could have made it an option in the options menu that you could tick off getting the markers and everything. I think it's really cool that there's no tutorial or markers or anything. I think it increases the difficulty a lot. And
you have to be very coordinated. I'm glad in a way that they made it co-op and not an event where you had to be matchmaking. Because if you got random people and you're trying to do the raid, there's no way. I don't think you can complete it.
Right.
It's just the difficulty level. You have to be coordinated. You have to know what you're doing, and the people you're with, they have to follow instructions. There is. I'm going to say this real quick. There's the one enemy in the actual raid. It's called the Oracle. Every so often, these oracles spawn. If you do not destroy, those are your main priority. If you do not kill them, they will wipe out your whole entire team. Whether anybody's alive, full shields or what, they will wipe out your whole entire team. So that's just a new mechanic. There's several other new mechanics, but I'm not going to get into the detail because we don't have enough time. But if anybody wants to, just look up a tutorial on YouTube, and you'll see how much new mechanics they added that are not in the actual Destiny story.
All right, so I think that's a pretty cool summary. Thank you for that. The other guys have anything to say about it? Because I'm definitely not high enough level to do it, so I can't even say anything about it really.
I'm out of words.
Okay, Cons has been out of words for Destiny for a little while. Assassin. So good.
I'm looking for people to do the raid with. If anybody in chat wants to do it, just holler at me.
Yeah, Chaos is your guy on this panel. He's always up for Destiny for right now.
For right now.
So
Yes.
definitely, if you're looking to do the raid and you need some help with it, you need a seasoned vet, if you will, for a game that's been out for only a month, if you want to call him that. He's your man. So definitely hit up Chaos. You can see his gamer tag has been cycling through under his little gamer pick there. So definitely send him a message or something and say you're from the podcast, and he'll definitely do it with you. But just real quick, the last thing on Destiny about the Cryptarch, about the update. So, has anybody experienced a little better luck with the Cryptarch at this point? Or?
Oh yeah, I'm noticing a little better RNG than what I have in the past. So it's particularly good for me. I did get a legendary Ingram from doing a strike mission, which was the first thing I noticed, because I usually don't get those kind of things from strikes. But when I decrypted it, I got ascendant materials, which is fine, because at the end game stage, you need these ascendant materials, and they're so hard to get. So
Right.
I didn't mind that point.
So we got some comments in the chat about the luck of the Cryptarch at this point after the patch, which for people that don't know, I guess the Cryptarch especially has been patched so that you don't get lower level items anymore from upper level engrams. So that was one of my huge frustrations, but apparently it's been fixed. Turtle Boy says he got a legendary for the wrong class, so I guess that issue is still there, but I mean, they are encouraging you to play with a different character.
Yeah, and I mean, on the Ingram, it does say legendary item, random class, so it's not a guarantee. I mean, you are guaranteed a legendary item, just not that class.
Right.
That was a big complaint I think a lot of people had. They farmed for these legendary Ingrams, and they got, salt, as I call it. But now you are guaranteed at least a legendary, or higher. I've heard of people getting legendary Ingrams and getting getting exotics.
Yeah.
The icebreaker. I heard of a guy getting an icebreaker from doing a strike mission,
right,
which is, in my opinion, is one of the best exotic weapons out there. If you have an icebreaker, do not get rid of it.
Right.
It's one of the best sniper rifles in the game.
So there you go. It looks like it's been fixed on that aspect. So don't be frustrated anymore. You can get higher level gear now, and you won't get greens anymore from your blue Ingrams, which annoyed the hell out of me. Assassin, you been having any experience with this? Or?
No.
I saw Clown shaking his head already, so I know that he didn't get any better luck. So.
Well, another thing too, if you do these strikes, you're getting these exotic or the blue Ingrams. You take them to the Cryptarch. You get so many, you rank up the Cryptarch so fast. You can get these Cryptarch packages, which they'll give you sometimes legendary Ingrams from those.
Right.
No, I will say though, I did 25 strikes in a row, and I didn't get anything good. Then all of a sudden, I realized I was having a nightmare. Why was I still playing it?
Nice. Wow. All right. And I think with that note, if anyone else has anything for Destiny, let it be known. But if you don't, we are going to move on. All right. So, chat, I promised it would be short. It was under 10 minutes. That's the best I can do. But, yeah, there'll be more Destiny. We'll talk a little bit. I know people are getting sick of it, but we'll probably have just small updates like we just did about Destiny every now and then. So,
like I said, I'm still liking the game. I'm still enjoying myself. I know a lot of people hate the game. That's fine. That's, but try not to, tell me what I'm doing is stupid because it's something I like.
Right.
Because if you're doing that, you need to look at your own priorities. I mean, if you don't like the game, that's fine. Not a lot of people are down with it. That's perfectly okay. But don't try to make somebody else feel bad.
Right.
I mean, for, telling them, hey, what you're playing is trash.
Right. I mean, it's just not for some people.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's,
so.
Some people, it's not for everybody. Not everybody is going to like it. But that's the cool part. Everybody's different. And we all know that.
Right. All right. So that's Destiny for this week. Let's move on to the new releases this week that have me and Clowns especially excited. Chaos really was hoping for that Xbox Culture copy, as was Assassin.
Yeah.
We'll do Mordor first, and then we'll go to Horizon 2 since we have more to say about Mordor. So Shadow Mordor came out this week. Came out on Tuesday. Clowns digital pre-order, right, Clowns?
I did. Yes, I did.
Before we move on, I want to go to the chat because Jizzle said you are a hero, Chaos. So you've got one supporter in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
So, and there was another question that I just wanted to get to really briefly. Are you guys hyped up for KI Season 2 in 2 weeks? Honestly, I don't think anyone here really plays Killer Instinct, really seriously. So, right, you guys don't play that seriously, do you? No one plays it, really? Yeah.
I'm not.
I think the Jizzle, if I know him well enough, is probably excited for it. But other than that, we don't really play it too seriously. We'll play it here and there, but, I mean, the characters look cool, and I don't really know too much about it, so...
My daughter loves Killer Instinct. She plays it a lot. She's just disappointed she's still considered a button master class, according to the game.
Ooh. Whatever, she's a kid, it's fine. Alright, anyway, let's go to... You guys should play KI more, so good, says the Jizzle. I'll give it a try. I'll play against you a little later, Dan.
I remember it on the N64.
Oh, the N64 was a blast, man.
I used to love it in the arcade.
In the arcade, too, yeah.
I tell you what, I would play some Soul Calibur. If they come up with a new Soul Calibur, I would play some of that.
Very good.
Yeah, definitely.
Very good. Alright, don't want to go off on a tangent, though. Let's get back to Mordor. Alright, so Mordor, right, is open world, Nemesis system, so it's different every time. The enemies are different. They remember your actions. Really cool. We're loving that. So I'll get a slideshow going up right now of a few pics from the game, from in-game stuff. So let's, before we give out real thoughts, on the game, let's just say how much we know about Lord of the Rings before we give our thoughts, because I don't know a lot about Lord of the Rings. I haven't seen a lot of movies, but I don't think with a game like this it prevents you from liking it. Am I right, guys? I mean, who knows a lot about Lord of the Rings here?
I think me and Assassin are the ones who know the
Chaos
most.
and Assassin know the most. Clowns doesn't know a lot, right? Have you seen the movies, Clowns?
Nope, I've seen the first Hobbit, and that was about it.
Alright, so Clowns saw the first Hobbit, and aren't you liking it, Clowns?
Yeah, I love the game.
Right, so...
But what you're implying is you don't have to be a fan of Lord of the Rings to actually enjoy the game.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean...
I think that's the big thing, the big pull for this game is like you don't really have to know that much about Lord of the Rings to actually enjoy it. It's a great hack and slash from what I can tell. It's a little bit Batman-esque, maybe a little bit more Assassin's Creed than Batman, but still it looks awesome.
Right. Think of Assassin's Creed and Batman Arkham Asylum having a baby and a completely new mechanic thrown in the mix, genetically implanted, and you've got Mordor.
Yep. The Nemesis system, which I think more games should have the Nemesis system. I think there's an article that I think IGN or maybe it was somebody else put out of which game should have a Nemesis system. I think one of them was Red Dead Redemption, which I totally agree with that.
Ooh, Assassin.
If Red Dead Redemption had a Nemesis system, that would be pretty fucking awesome.
Assassin just grinned over there with a little bit of excitement. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rumor has it too that they're gonna release a new Red Dead in a couple years. It's supposed to be featured at E3. I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah, I think every game company should look at the Nemesis system and that should be a franchise, a new game mechanic that everybody should do. Because it's so unique. Everybody's game is different.
So Clowns, what do you like about the Nemesis system? What do you not like? Anything you don't like?
So far, every single thing, every aspect of it makes the game interesting. It's fun to watch the orcs kill each other. It's fun to watch the ones level up after they retreat. I still don't know why they don't get assassinated by the war chiefs though for retreating, but that's my only gripe about it.
Right.
And in my Nemesis system, I have Gorgum the Hacker. He's appeared like 8 times after I've killed him. So I don't know if I just have a bug, or I just got 8 Gorgum the Hackers in the Orc clan.
Right. I mean, theoretically, because of the way the system works, I mean, there's probably a really small percentage, but that could happen, right? I mean, that could realistically happen. Little Turtle Boy says he wants to play Mordor, but he doesn't want to put $60 into a game you don't know a lot about. Turtle, literally, I don't know anything.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know
worth
anything
it.
about it. Clowns doesn't either. We
I
didn't
mean,
know
you
anything.
you don't have to be a fan of Lord of the Rings to play it. I mean, if you played a Batman game, you're gonna enjoy the combat. The combat alone is a big draw for anybody,
Mhm.
I think.
I mean, you scale walls like Assassin's Creed. You jump
Mhm.
off them like Batman. And you walk around, it kind of feels like Witcher when you walk around, too.
Mhm.
Like the
Yep.
way that the terrain is. It's just so... It's definitely worth the turtle. I'd say put the $60 down.
Clowns, you feel like you're doing that a lot for the stealth aspect? You know, you feel like you're climbing up walls, sneaking around a lot, or you feel like you're just going in gung-ho, or what do you feel like you're doing?
I feel like that I'm making my missions last longer than they have to,
Mhm.
just because I want to do everything stealthily.
Yeah.
And I think it adds a bit of a challenge to it. They make you get addicted to that stealth method, and
Mhm.
it just... it's awesome. That's
Because-
all I could say.
You know, if you, what I've found, Clowns, back me up here if you agree. If you go in gung ho and you attack these captains and these war chiefs and stuff, you know, head on, and you make a huge ruckus, you're gonna be approached by a ton of enemies, right? I mean, how many orcs? You said you saw a ton of orcs on screen at one time.
Yeah, I ventured into the strongholds,
Mhm.
and I did a couple gung ho missions in there, and I realized when they sound the alarm, I was pretty much dead.
Right. I totally forgot about that too. Right. So they sound the alarm in this game, and all the enemies around, they come over and they fight you, and you've got to be ready to press that Y button to counter, or you're gonna be knocked to the ground and made a fool of. And that's part of the Nemesis system too. If you're made a fool of by a particular enemy, their rank goes up amongst all the other orcs, and they become one of the leaders, and they, you know, fight with the other orcs for power. They don't physically fight, but I mean, they battle for power. You know, it's really exciting. I feel like Assassin hasn't said anything. You have anything to say about this? I mean, I know you don't have the game and you're really jealous about it, but I want to let you speak.
Yeah. I want the game. I know what Turtle said in the chat. He doesn't like Assassin's Creed or the Batman games, and like those are like one of my, two of my two favorite games of all time. So, I mean, if you combine them and then you made something beautiful and you made it into Lord of the Rings, which I mean, I spend hours just watching the movies. I mean, I'm like, I guess you could say a little bit of a nerd. I watched all three of Lord of the Rings twice in like a week. I mean,
Wow.
and that's 9 hours.
Yeah,
each.
those movies are long as hell.
Yeah. So
I watch the. I'm like you. I watch the movies at least once every 3 months. Just go back and watch all three: The Lord of the Rings and then The Hobbit.
Yeah. So, Assassin, tell me this: because you're a Lord of the Rings fan, does this make you? Oh, Chaos too. Because you
Yeah.
guys are Lord of the Rings fans, does this make
Mhm.
you more excited for the game, or are you just
Oh, yeah.
excited because of the mechanics more than anything?
I think being the fan makes us more excited, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But a lot of the backstory as to what happened between the time when The Hobbit and the first Lord of the Rings is going on in this movie or in this game. So a lot of that backstory you're not getting. So this is giving you a little bit of that backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is awesome. But yeah, it makes you makes you more excited knowing that you're a fan.
Right. Assassin, you too, man. You think that's true?
well, I know, watching the movies and then having a Lord of the Rings game. I mean, there was a couple Lord of the Rings games I played, but they weren't good. So actually seeing a Lord of the Rings game that is good is like surprising, and like I want to spend the $60 that I don't have.
Right.
Yeah, this is like one of the only few titles I've seen that's based off a movie, which we all know movie games pretty much
blow.
Blow.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, just say it. I mean, it's true. It's
But this is like the first time that I've actually seen a movie game do well. Like they took a license, they gave it to a game company, and they said, "Here, make a game for us," and they just like blown it out of the water. I think it's a big sleeper title that not a lot of people know about,
Hmm.
and I think it's going to be highly rated amongst everybody.
So what? Oh, clowns. Go ahead, man. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I wanted to add something too.
Yep.
I mean, just walking around, Inferno and I both have noticed like the orcs have conversations amongst each other, and it just makes the game so much more intriguing because you want to hear what they say, and it's like trash talk about their war chief, or their trash talk about you, or how you ran away, or how they retreated but more powerful than you.
Mhm.
That Nemesis system is so awesome with that conversation.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely agree. I mean, first couple hours we were playing, clowns and I were in a party, and we're talking about the game, and I'm like, wow, these guys are talking so much trash. Like, this just makes me want to jump down on them and kill them in front of all their buddies and show them who's really boss. I mean, you really do get that feeling. I'm not even talking that up, fake, being fake about that. There's more trash talk in this game than any other game I've ever played, and it just makes you want to go down there and take them head on, even though your objective may be 1,000 meters away or something, or whatever the unit of distance is they use in the game. I can't remember, but it may be really far away. You're gonna say, "Oh, wait a second, let me divert my path. Let me go down there, take those guys out." Am I right, clowns?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a really exciting game. I don't know how everyone in the chat feels about it. I mean, Turtle said that he doesn't really like the two games that we've compared it to, but anybody else who has any opinions, let us know. We definitely want to know what everyone's thinking about it. But I think Chaos is right when he says sleeper title, but it's a good one. I mean, it may be short. I think it was, Maverick, one of our followers and one of the guys over at Xbox Culture, goes by Cody over there. He said that he already finished the game, so it was kind of short. But with that Nemesis system, it makes it replayable because it's a different game every single time.
Yeah, you don't have to follow the same path. You can, kill different orcs or, brands different ones. You can, pretty much choose the way how you want to play it. And from what I understand, there's quite a few collectibles in the game. There's quite a few side missions as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, a decent campaign for usual games is about 12 hours, maybe a little bit more than that.
Mm-hmm.
But once you add in all the side missions and everything, it's your, standard maybe 24, 36-hour game.
Mm-hmm. So Turtle wanted to clarify. He said he likes the stories. He just doesn't like the controls.
My bad, Turtle.
Assassin apologizes about that, Turtle. His bad. His B.
Assassin says use the Force, and it'll get better.
You just use the Force, Turtle, all right, and you'll love it. You'll love Mordor. But anything else about this game? Maybe go ahead, Assassin.
Anybody want to donate a title again to me and Assassin? We would take it gladly.
They would
if you
play
don't
it in your
it,
honor.
Yeah.
Assassin, what were you gonna say, man?
One thing about the trash talking of the orcs.
Yeah.
If you think that game has a bunch, you should just go 5 minutes in, game chat in a Call of Duty. I think you'll hear more.
Oh well, from players, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But yeah, like AI trash talking. This is a lot of it. I think maybe the last thing that I want to bring up about it that I thought was really cool when I was playing was when you defeat these leaders and they drop what's it called? It's not called a rune. What's it called, clowns?
I think like a relic.
A relic. Yeah. So
it's
it's like a little engraving on the weapon that you can add to your weapon. So you get a dagger, a sword, and a bow and arrow, and you can put these little relics on the weapon, and it kind of instills more fear in the weapon because it gives like the story of how the weapon now has the story of how the person was defeated that the relic is. If that makes any sense, did I explain that right, clowns?
Yeah, you did. So it makes the weapons unique too each time you play.
Yep.
Right. So I mean, there's no way, or I don't want to say no way because I don't want to be on the hook for that quote, but there's very small chance, very, very small chance you're going to get the same weapon as someone else, or even the same enemies for that matter. So
everybody's game is going to be different depending on how you play and what you do. So I think that's pretty cool because, most games go down a linear path, and this one's kind of breaking the cycle and actually giving the player choice over a big portion of the game.
right.
It's not a good or bad choice. It's more, well, how do you want to play this game? Who do you want to be, you know, ruler of this army?
Right.
So
So just quickly to address the chat question, Gorilla, we're not going to talk about 2K15 today because none of us have it, and to be quite honest, none of us are terribly interested in it. But we are trying to get a review copy, as Clown said. So we will talk about it on a later podcast, and we have some friends that want to get it, and my brother's going to get a copy. So we'll talk about it on a future podcast. But I think we're gonna focus on really FIFA, holy cow, Forza and Mordor for new releases today, retail releases. But
I
Yeah.
got one thing.
go ahead.
I don't know. In Shadows Warrior, can you switch out your weapons and junk, whatever? I'm just like your sword, because I was just wondering if you picked up an Elvish sword. I don't know if they implement when you get to an orc, would it turn blue, like from the movies?
oh yeah, I think
I
I think
don't
once you
think
reach a certain combo, it turns a different color, but that's only to initiate like the special move.
Yeah, you can like the sword will turn blue if you use like the wraith thing to
Yep.
take over their mind first, and then you can do like the super combo, and the sword turns blue. But I don't think you really pick up weapons from enemies. You just pick up their relics, assassin. So
That Wraith, he's pretty freaking scary to me. Like if I was a orc and that I seen that, I'd probably wet my pants too.
yeah, when you first use it in the game and you get into their heads and take the intel from the smaller guys and get intel on the chieftains and stuff,
Yeah.
it is scary at first. Like the voice is deep. It reminds me of Batman, actually, like the Dark trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy. So, Jizzle says he'll do a guest review if we're interested. We're definitely interested, Jizzle. If you want to do a guest review of 2K15, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be interested in that. So, yeah, you want to have this copy till next Friday. That's fine. That's fine. You can do a guest review. It doesn't have to be right on the release date. We just want to get some reviews on the site, and maybe a video. Maybe we can work out a video review, Jizzle, to put on the channel. But anything else about Mordor before we move on to Forza?
no, I think that
Again,
sums it
if
up.
anybody wants to donate a copy to me and Assassin,
Nice. All right. That's funny. That's funny.
I'm not afraid to ask.
No, of course, no. Please do. Maybe you'll get somebody to do it. I mean,
Mhm.
the only thing people can say is no, right, clowns?
That's
That's
right.
right, unless Garrett comes around.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah, that's we could always ask him.
Right. All right, so let's move on to Forza. Turtle Boy is interested. Obviously, he wrote a review on Xbox Culture. I said that earlier, so check that out, and we'll probably have a review on our site as well. But these pictures that you're seeing in the slideshow right now are actually pictures. They're actually in-game pictures that you can take with an in-game snapshot feature. So the graphics are that good. We'll get that out of the way right away. The graphics are spectacular. And these pictures all come from Xbox Culture members. So there's a forum over there for Forza 5 screenshots. You can share your best screenshots over there, so definitely do that if you are interested. So graphics, guys, who've played the game. 1 to 10
Yeah.
rating on the graphics?
Like a 9.5.
Definitely up there. Between 9 and 10 for sure. Can't say it's perfect because there is a little bit of pop-in that happens, but the world is huge, so, I mean, you can't really fault it. Assassin, what do you think about the graphics?
I love them. I mean, it's probably one of the best game graphic-wise out there, right? Probably right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think they're best. I mean, it's not really a totally fair comparison because Forza Motorsport 5 was a launch title, but I think they're even better. I think they're definitely better. And, I mean, this is a game that I think is more accessible to... If you're a fan of racing games, but you're not really a huge simulation racing game fan, this is more accessible. I think, like, that, especially for clowns. Like, clowns, I don't think you're a really huge fan of sim racing games, are you?
No, I mean, just NASCAR every now and then because they can go the wrong way on the track and upset everybody.
Nice.
But with Forza, I mean, it just takes me in because the views are fantastic. The work they put into this game, like, is amazing. And I just love going through, like, those fields and doing, like, donuts and burnouts. I just have so much fun doing that. I'm always like, Assassin, you should see this burnout. And he's like, oh my god, kid. But yeah, I love it.
So just to put everybody into context there, what Clowns is saying about Assassin. Assassin does not have the game, unfortunately, yet. Sad face, right? Dips his head, but he'll have it soon, so he'll get in on the fun. But but yeah, what else can we say about this? I mean, this is just a really good entry level game for racing fans because there's so much to do. You can literally go off road and recover and win the race. You're encouraged to go off road and take shortcuts. I mean, what's not to like about this, guys?
And I think the Forza team did a great job with it too. I mean, they added stuff in there like wheel spins where you can like earn stuff, barn finds. They just make it so much more than just a standard racing game.
Exactly. Yeah. So, what Clowns is saying about the wheel spins is a really good point. You get style points that improve your XP and level you up, so you can get better cars and you can upgrade your skill tree stats. So there's actually like a skill tree in a racing game. Imagine that, where you can get more credits and buy cars faster and upgrade your car's engine and everything that you'd find in a racing game. But yeah. So for Clowns doing a donut, he gets XP. So that encourages people to be crazy when they race as well. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna add in real quick that I
Yeah.
leveled up twice in a row just by doing donuts in a field for like an hour.
nice, yeah, because you get the drift points too. That's true.
Yep.
See, so I mean, there's fun for everybody to be had in this game. Assassin, what do you got to say about it, man?
The game looks great. I mean, I'm new to Forza games, especially Horizon games. So I mean, I love Need for Speed. I mean, it's hard. You shouldn't really compare each two, but
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 2 is just kind of like Need for Speed. So I mean, it's great for people who like those games, and then regular like Gran Turismo or Forza games too.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's great. And then one thing I want to put out there is there's that Forza app for everyone on the Xbox One, so you get rewards for doing that, credits. So make sure you download that and you get, I think, what is it, 300,000 credits or something like that?
I thought it was 600,000 for both
600.
Horizon and Forza Motorsport 5, I think. But it's something like that. It's between 300 and 600,000 credits, and you can use those to buy great cars in the game. I mean, there's over 200 cars in this game, more to be added. So there's plenty of content to be had. Turtle makes it. You have anything to say about that, Clown? Sorry.
No, I just think that what they're doing is making this game suck you in.
Yeah.
They're adding so much to it. It's just not like, hey, let's race. It's more like, wow, what can we do today in Forza? There's so much to do.
Right. I think there's upwards of like 400 events that you can do on the map. So I mean, you'll be entertained for a long time. And you need to use different cars, so don't fall in love with a particular car necessarily. You need to learn how to race in different cars. So it's not mundane and repetitive like that. You do have to use different cars. Turtle says it's 600,000, but it changes. I guess it may depend on your expertise or your amount of Forza games that you've played. I think maybe it is, but definitely go check out that app. And Turtle Boy also makes mention of the online modes, and we didn't really talk about that. So you can get an online free roam and just drive around the world with people, and people can start races and stuff, and you can join them, or you can decide to stay in the free roam, or you could do a road trip with people and just race from one point to another, but not really race, just drive with them and enjoy the scenery and everything. I mean, that's kind of not a huge deal, but I mean, it's a fun thing to do every once in a while. What's your experience been, Clowns, with that, with the online modes? Anything?
I haven't really done a lot of the online stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I'm just having fun doing donuts and the
Nice.
purple field of flowers. So
Nice.
I'm gonna probably stick to that for a couple of days.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you can do races. You can do like point-to-point races. You can do lap races. You can do. They have an infected mode where one person starts off as infected, and you have to crash into all the other people, and you gradually infect more and more until the last person's left or time runs out. So I mean that's fun too, and they have a King of the Hill mode where everyone's trying to crash into you and become the king. So I mean it varies up. It's not just racing either. So I mean there's plenty of fun to be had in this one.
Well,
Definitely
wait. Did you say crashing mode?
Yeah, I did. You didn't know that?
I need to be in that. Turtle, when are you gonna invite me to this stuff, man?
Right, me and Turtle were playing the other day actually. Turtle almost beat me, but came up short. What else is new? Turtle, I'm kidding, buddy. You're
Oh.
good. You're good at Forza. I'm kidding, bro. No, he is actually pretty good. He's like level 88 or something crazy. He's very high level in Forza, so I don't even know what my rank is. Probably like somewhere around 20. But anything else about Forza, guys? I feel bad because Chaos doesn't really have anything to say about it.
If anybody wants to donate a copy of Forza to me or Assassin, or Shadow of Mordor to me and Assassin.
Nice. Yeah, so Turtle, nice. Turtle, maybe you'll want to donate your copy after you're done with it to Chaos or
I
Assassin.
think he has it digitally.
Oh, he has it digitally. Oh, damn it. Anyway, so yeah, that's Forza, guys. Definitely check it out. We'll have a review up. Or check out the review by Turtle over at Xbox Culture. It's a good one. It's a good one. All right, what is next? PVZ. How could I forget about PVZ?
PVZ.
PVZ.
PVZ. Yep.
We've got the newest DLC, a big one at that. How many gigs, Assassin?
It was like 6.6 or something like that.
6.6 gig update for a game that's only. How many gigs is the game? It's only like 18 or something. Is it even that big?
It's not very,
on,
yeah.
on the PlayStation, it's like 18.4 or something like that. I don't know on the Xbox. I don't have it offhand.
Yeah. So it's a small game and it's got a huge update. Of course, it's free. New content, Legends of the Lawn, 7 new characters, a new game mode, over 200 new customizations. Anything else I'm missing, guys?
Watch out,
Cus-
Legends of the Lawn. Assassin's
Customization sets is what they added. So there's actually customizations that are in sets. Like I think there's like a farmer set. I think there's like some other sets as well. That's the only one I can think of. is the
Panda,
farmer.
cat.
Yeah, the panda
Oh.
cat set.
I was watching one. I was watching the PVZ stream. I believe they did one on PC or Mass Effect themed.
Oh yeah, yeah. They had a Mass Effect for the Plasma P.
Right, so now when you unlock, for people who are familiar with PVZ, or unfamiliar rather, you unlock the customizations via card packs that you buy with coins that you earn through gameplay. So you'll buy a pack, and if you get one of a card in the set now, it'll say on it like 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 3 or whatever, so you'll know which ones you have of that set, and you can customize your character with the appropriate gear to complete the set. So that's what we're talking about with customization sets. But keep going, guys. Sorry I interrupted.
They upped the max rank, so
With
if
new
you're
characters,
max,
yep.
if you're max rank now, it's now level 40 instead of level 30, which makes me sad because
Because now
I
you
was
have to rank up.
I
Now you gotta
have to rank up.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, they added new reinforcements. I'm sorry.
Oh, and new reinforcements. I did miss that. Yeah, so there's new summon zombies. There are new plantable objects in the pots. So some of our favorite pots, guys. The laser bean. What else?
Nope, these are being.
Yep. Laser bean, and they added a revive. I think that's it for the plant side. I think they added a revive zombie. A lot more zombies this time because the last few times they've done reinforcements, the plants have gotten more. They got a disco zombie, a vampire zombie, a little yeti zombie.
Right, a little
So
baby
adorable. I want to
Yeah.
pick him up and hug
Oh,
him.
Assassin, you're supposed to be killing it, dude. It's not
Yeah,
adorable.
but he's so adorable.
Or vanquishing it, I should be proper, right?
Yeah.
Keep it E for everyone, or E10 actually. So yeah, before we get into the characters, let's talk about the game mode real quick. So the game mode is, what's it called again?
Taco Bandits.
Taco Bandit. Thank you. I couldn't remember Taco something. Taco Bandit.
Taco John's.
So Assassin, you want to explain Taco Bandit for us?
Okay, the plants have this, I guess you could say taco stand. It has 3 tacos.
Hmm.
And then on the zombie side, it has like this, a UFO, I guess, I believe it is, in their spawn. And then the zombies have to run all the way to the plant side where all the plants are camping, which
Mhm.
is so much fun. You have to grab the taco, and then bring it all the way to the UFO. And if the plants kill the zombie, you get an achievement that has the taco.
Right. So
Um,
you just gotta kill one zombie that's carrying the taco, and you get that. So easy
Yep.
achievement.
Yep, and there's 3 tacos, so you have to bring, I believe, all 3 tacos, or I believe if you take 2 tacos, you still win. I want to say, I don't know, not too
Yeah,
sure.
I've never. Yeah, in the matches I've played of it, they've either only gotten one or none. Even if I was on the zombie team, so I mean, it's kind of hard for the zombies as it's currently constituted, but it's like capture the flag, essentially. But what do you guys think of that game mode? You guys like it?
Yeah, I
Um,
think it's a great time to add a new game mode.
Yeah. Clowns, what do you think, man? You like it or
I haven't really played it. I've been stuck on Mordor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But a lot of people were asking for it, so so it's good that they added it, and it's free, of course. So
I think actually the game mode, the concept for it came from a actual podcast that Plants vs Zombies was doing, and somebody mentioned it in the chat, and they're like, "Hey, that's a great idea."
Oh well, that's true. Yeah, you guys said that earlier. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's why people got to watch podcasts. Thank you guys for watching. This is why you give ideas and they become reality. Everyone loves tacos and then eat the tacos to celebrate the victories, Turtle. Except the zombie team never wins. I think. Like I've never seen the zombie team win in this game mode. I mean, I've got to play it more, admittedly, but geez, have you seen the zombies win yet, Assassin?
on the Plants vs Zombies official Twitch channel, yes, I did. They would kick the plants, but
Well, they probably
Like-
let them win. They probably let them win so they could show the people that it actually can be done, so that people don't complain about it. Because literally, it's been so one-sided every game I've been in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it about the overall DLC. Let's talk about the characters. I've got a few pictures of the characters to talk about. We'll give our impressions just really quick. The first one we'll talk about is the Centurion. He is the what do you call it? The foot soldier variant.
Yep.
And he has a crossbow. It's got a fire arrow, bullet, whatever you want to call it. It's not really an arrow because it's rated E for everyone. So what does it shoot? I don't even know. It's very accurate though. What else? You got anything else to say about it, Assassin?
no.
Fire damage. It inflicts fire damage. So it's more of like a mid-range player, right?
Yep.
So it's very accurate though, like deadly accurate. Like this 0 recoil. It's almost, I was saying to the guys earlier in the week, it's almost as if they forgot to program the recoil. Like it's really so accurate, but it does very little damage at distance. So you need to be either mid-range or close range to do a lot of damage. What do the other guys think about it? Centurion, anything? Any idea? Anything to offer?
I think it reminds me a lot of the Camo Ranger.
Yeah, it is kind of reminiscent of the Camo Ranger. It has a slower fire rate, but it's more accurate, surprisingly. It does look like a gladiator turtle. I agree. It looks like a gladiator. But yeah, other than that, I give it a high ranking. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Mhm.
Assassin, 2 thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
The other guys haven't played as him, so. But yeah. So that's the Centurion. We also have the Sanitation Expert. That's the Engineer variant. So he gets 2 thumbs down from me. I think he's not that great. I played as him a little bit earlier. He just shoots trash. You have to be really accurate. Since this trash is toxic damage, so and toxic damage got a nerf in the last update, so not really that powerful. Right, Assassin. What do you think about the Sanitation Expert?
The character's garbage, pun intended.
Oh wow.
I mean, you literally either you hit the guy, or you might as well just sit there and let them kill you because there's like no splash damage.
Yeah, it's so unnatural because pretty much every other engineer at this point has good splash damage. I know the painter at first didn't, and they added a little bit of splash damage to make it more competitive in this update. But geez, you really have no splash damage with him. You have to be really accurate, and he doesn't do enough damage for it to be worth your while. But he does toxic damage, so I guess that's a little bit of a plus. So yeah, anything else about him? Other guys, Chaos Clowns, anything about him? Opinions? I know you guys haven't played as him, but anything?
No, not much.
All right, let's move on to the next one then. Next one we got is the Golf Star. No, the Paleontologist. Trying to follow the order of my pictures here. Paleontologist, so that's the scientist variant. I haven't played as him. Assassin, you've played as him?
I've played as him, but I don't play as scientist, so I tend to stay away from him.
Right. Do you have to be really close? Is he good at far range? Anything like that?
It's not like the Chester person, where you have like no whatever range whatsoever. It does have range. Like I said, I haven't used them. I just fired a couple rounds to see if there was range. I believe I want to say fire.
It is, yep. It's like a magma. It's like a magma rock that he fires.
Okay,
So it is fire damage, and I can't give you the numbers because I haven't played as him, but apparently he's decently good at long range. Not as good as the what is it? Archaeologist, is that right? The one that's good at
Right.
fire range? Yeah.
I
So it's
believe
not
so.
like the archaeologist. So, but he does fire damage, which has gotten a buff in this update. So other than the fire cactus, everybody else got a buff for fire. Yeah, if you're into the scientists, check them out. Haven't tried them, so can't really give an opinion, but I don't really rock scientists either. So then we've got the Golf Star. Assassin, tell us about the Golf Star. I haven't played as
The Golf Star has he might have the same amount of health as every other All-Star variant, but the gun is very rapid fire, very accurate actually. Doesn't have really much recoil whatsoever. Damage
Sorry,
sucks big time. I mean, if you want long range, it does maybe 1 damage. It's like ridiculous. 5
Wow.
up close. But I mean, since it's like rapid fire basically, no recoil, I mean, you can take things down instantly.
Right. I think they said he has the fastest fire rate in the game, even better than the Danger Zone, the Sky Trooper there.
So I mean, I actually recommend them for the, even though I like the original All-Star. So I mean, it's preference though, so I can't tell you how to play the game. So
Right. So, I mean, if you're looking for accuracy, this is your guy. Fast rate of fire, but his damage is awful. So, expect to hold the trigger down quite a long time. Jizzle says, "What the hell is that noise? An iPad?" I don't hear any noise, and my streaming program doesn't say that there's a loud noise. So, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry about that. If there is a noise. Any opinions on the Golf Star from the other guys?
No, just because I haven't played it yet, so I
Right.
can't.
Okay.
I think he'll be pretty powerful at long range, from what I can tell.
Yeah, he's so accurate. I mean, if you have a nice line of sight and you can get a lot of bullets on a guy, definitely use the Golf Star. So, like on what's the map there with the golf ball? What's that called? The map with the golf ball at the end.
I don't remember.
I
I
can't
played
remember
it so
the name.
much and I can't even think of it.
One of the newer maps has got the golf ball, the really nice long lines of sight. I bet you he'll be used a lot on those maps, just because you can put a lot of bullets into a guy before he can hide. So that's the kind of map you want to play as this guy on. All right, so we're moving through these quick. Very good, very good. All right, so now let's get into the plants. So technically, the Plasma Pea is part of this too for the PlayStation people, because they didn't have the Plasma Pea. So I don't have a picture for him, but we can talk about him really briefly. Assassin, Plasma Pea.
I guess you could say it's like the future cactus, but on the plant side.
Yeah, so you can charge it up and fire a really concentrated, powerful one-shot does a really high amount of damage, probably like 70. Honestly, not a huge fan of him. He gets one thumb down from me. Here's something the other guys can actually talk about because they have played as the Plasma P. So Chaos, anything about the Plasma P, really quick?
I wasn't a fan of him. I understand he was a concept that they did a contest where people got a choice to come up with their own PvZ character. So I mean I understand that, but I don't think the concept worked out as well as they did. I couldn't use them, but then again, I never liked the Future Cactus. So,
Gotcha. Yeah.
other than that, I think it was a cool character, cool concept. Just it didn't pan out
Right.
for me at least.
Clowns, what do you think, man?
I don't have much to say right now to compare anything, but were you guys just referring to the Plasma P?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I never really used Plasma P.
Yeah.
Everything was Agent P for me.
Right. Which got a nerf, unfortunately. He's down to 100 health now, and he's a little less powerful, so
Not happy about that.
very sad. Very sad. Shout out to Malachi, by the way. He was very sad when I told him the news. He was actually very upset. But a lot fewer of those running around, I'll tell you that. All right, so let's get to the ones that are actually in the update for the Xbox version, and for all the versions actually, but for the Xbox version. Back on topic here. Really quick, Assassin. 2 thumbs
probably
up.
Yeah, probably one of my best
Yeah,
flowers.
definitely 2 thumbs up. Very powerful. What can you tell us about how he's different?
He's like I believe the Mystic flower. He's not fully auto, so he's just semi-auto or whatever.
Mhm.
He does a good amount of damage. I forget.
Probably like 13 to 16 crit, maybe 16 up close.
Yeah. And this is probably one of my favorite characters because when you hit any object, there's like a cool particle effect. It's all pretty and nice, and then that actually does damage.
Yeah, it does like 3 damage every quarter or every third of a second. So it's actually, if you can get a guy trapped and you hit him with this particle, you can do like 30 damage easily before he escapes the particle mist. So I was playing with him earlier on Garden Ops, and I was like 5 or 4 shotting the major enemies. So like the foot soldiers, the engineers, the all-stars, and the scientists. So you can definitely take those down really quick in Garden Ops. I highly recommend them for Garden Ops. I'm on the fence of who I like better for which of the flowers I like better, whether or not I like the Sunflower or the Alien Flower better. But I'm kind of leaning toward the Alien Flower now. Any of the other guys have anything to say about the Alien Flower?
It looks scary as hell.
It is scary as hell.
He looks pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely try him out when you guys get back on PvZ because he's really, really good. And especially on Garden Ops 2, if you've got just the regular brown coat zombies, you can take out like 5 of them in a row because they're just when they cluster together and stuff, and you shoot one, that particle mist there just takes out all of them. So, I mean, it's really good in Garden Ops. I easily got like 60 to 70 kills in Garden Ops in a 4-player Garden Ops earlier.
Didn't they also add new waves to Garden Ops?
Yeah, they added some new special objectives in Garden Ops. So you'll get special waves where I don't know what they are in particular. Ones where you have to like take out vases and stuff. You have to destroy vases, and you have to destroy the treasure yeti. I mean, the treasure yeti was added before, but they throw a few spins on it. What else is there, Assassin? Can you think about it offhand? The ones they added with this update?
No, nothing's coming to mind.
Yeah, there's a few like special ones where you got to kill all these guys quickly, or take out the vampire zombies quickly, stuff like that. But can't think of them offhand, but they did add those special waves, and they've added 250 more gamer score in this update as well. Forgot to mention that. So if you had it completed 100% it before, go back. That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
Okay, 2 more characters, just really quick. Jade Cactus Assassin, probably a favorite character of the DLC. Am I right?
Yep, probably one of my favorites. I mean, he has 150 health. You know, he does good damage. The rate of fire is pretty decent. It's nothing like the future cactus or any, not future fire. Before the nerfed future or fire
Fire
cactus.
Yep.
Yep. But he is a little on the slow side. Which doesn't really bother me. He's not like the armored chomper where he probably a snail is probably faster than that thing.
Nice.
So I mean he's not. It's tolerable, but I mean
Yeah.
he's pretty good. So
Also, I think I saw somewhere that if you miss, the bullets like explode on the wall behind the people or on the ground or something. Is that
yeah,
right?
it doesn't really have much splash damage or whatever. I mean it even blows up when it hits the person.
Yeah.
So I mean it just doesn't have much damage to it. I haven't seen actually it kill anything like that. So
Right. Right. But anything on the Jade Cactus from the other two guys? I know you guys haven't played as them and seen much, but no.
Yeah, I mean, just his speed. That I think that would be something different to take a look at.
Yeah, he's a tank. That's definitely for sure. High health, slow, and explosive rounds. Sounds cool. All right, last one, and then we'll move on. Chomp Thing. Can you imagine that? How unoriginal is that name? Chomp Thing. They were probably sitting around. I was saying this earlier. They're probably sitting around the table and they were like, "Oh, we've been spending a week thinking about the name for this thing. We just gotta get it out. What are we gonna call it? Oh, Chomp Thing. Oh yeah, sounds fantastic. Let's get it out." They. I don't understand why this thing's even called Chomp Thing. Does that make any sense to you, Assassin?
no, it does not.
Chaos. What do you get to say? Yes, sir.
I think it's something to do with I think its ability to regenerate health. Like I don't if it has a higher regeneration for health, but
Yeah.
I don't see how that fits with Chomp Thing, Swamp Thing, whatever you want to call it. I mean, if it was a basis off Swamp Thing, then it should have been doing like corrosive damage or something. But they already got a corrosive
Right.
Chomper,
Right.
so they couldn't use that.
He Turtle says, "Well, it's a thing and it chomps. It's Swamp Thing, duh. Yeah, but it doesn't do it doesn't do corrosive damage.
Yeah, it
Dark
seems
Lurker.
like-
It doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Mhm.
I mean, I understand it kind of looks like Swamp Thing,
Mhm.
but other than looks, I mean, but you guys make a good point. Maybe that is what they were going for, and they already had the corrosive. But basically, this character's good if you have enough time after you eat someone. You can regenerate health because it does regenerate health twice as fast.
Yeah.
So, and you get really nice, powerful hits if you direct hit. Not the eating direct hit, but if you chomp direct hit, if you will. It's not really a chomp, but it sprays out
I believe it's
Whatever.
mud. I believe
Mud.
it's mud.
mud.
Yeah,
So I
when
guess
you're
it does
done, you
make
get
sense
to
with
hear
Swamp.
flies.
Um, So, Dark Lurker says it'd be nice if they give platform exclusive varieties. That's kind of interesting because they did platform exclusive for PS4 because they had the customizations for what was it again?
It was
Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper, and there was one for like the Chomper. I can't remember what the name of that. Big Mama or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah, Fat
They-
Princess. That's what it was.
Well, that's a good game right there.
right. So they've kind of done that, but I don't think they're gonna go any further than that, unfortunately. But that would be a cool idea if you had specific varieties, kind of like what Soul Calibur 2 did back in the day. I don't know if anybody on the panel remembers that. But
Yep.
they did like Link on the GameCube version, the Xbox version had like Spawn, and the
Oh,
PS2
yes.
version had the guy from Tekken whose name escapes me. Anybody can help me, maybe?
I don't remember.
No, the guy from Tekken, some guy from Tekken.
I think
That
Link
doesn't
was
help.
the big draw on it, though. I think that was pretty cool that you could actually play as Link in a fighting game.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, console exclusive, platform exclusive varieties. That would be cool. But do we think that's gonna happen, guys? Probably not, right?
No.
Probably not. No.
All right.
I
Alright.
got one
Go-
small thing.
go ahead.
The goalie star, if you hear him, or not goalie, golf star, if you hear him when you shoot, he says 4. Like, he screams it.
Wow.
Wow. I've got to play that just to hear that.
That's cool.
Because most of the time, the All Stars dialogue, like anytime it's him, it's oh yeah. Like I think
Right.
at one time like Macho Man is the freaking All Star.
Right. That's funny, dude. I gotta get on there and try that out. That is really funny.
Four.
But yeah, if you guys have anything to say about PVZ, let us know. What do you guys think of the update or whatnot on Xbox Culture, on our website, or on Twitter? Let us know. Apparently the character was Hei Chi. I don't even recognize that name, but I will trust you, Dark Lurker. I wasn't a huge Tekken guy, so I just know it was a Tekken character, but it may be Hei Chi. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Really quick, we'll talk about the Battlefield Fall Patch update. I mean, it was a big one. It was a pretty big update. We'll just talk about like the core things, and then we'll get the guy's opinion on it. So that came out. What was that, Tuesday, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Tuesday. So let's just go through a couple of the core changes. You can find I'll put a link in the YouTube description, or I'll put it on the highlight after we're done here, for the full change log, because it's really massive. There's like over 200 changes, and we're not going to go through all those right now, or we'll be here till next week. But let's just go through the core stuff. So the player movement's a lot like Battlefield 3 now. They changed the movement to be like Battlefield 3. So you guys like that?
Definitely.
Yep. Yeah, I enjoyed the movement of Battlefield 3.
I've yet to experience it.
Battlefield 3 though?
Did they also change some of the animations too? Like when you headshot somebody, they don't like do that flinch mechanic.
Yes, they changed that too.
Good,
That's
because that was I think a main complaint. Because I know they're trying to be realistic, but when you're in a gunfight with somebody, and you're aiming for their head, which gives you the most damage, when they flinch like that, their head just drops down. So it's harder to actually get that headshot, and 9 times out of 10, you'll lose the gunfight because of that flinch mechanic.
Oh, we lost Clown somehow. Clown says they lost power.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Holy cow. Right in the middle of the podcast, they lost power. That sucks. It's alright, Clowns, if you're watching this later. We'll just keep talking, I guess. So the pictures are gonna get messed up though, because Clowns is gonna back out, and then the pictures are gonna slide over. But let's just keep going. What do we got? Yeah, so they did a little bit of work on the animation, so they're more realistic, and they don't have that head bob and bull crap, so you don't like miss on headshots and stuff, which is ridiculous. The play movement's like Battlefield 3, which everyone loves. They've got the high frequency network update across all consoles, so now it's like a truer connection, and you won't have as much connection issue when in a firefight and think you won, but you probably did win, but because their connection was bad or whatnot, you didn't. So there's that. So then with guns too, there's no oh, he says his lights came back on. Should I come back? Our lights just came back on. Yeah, obviously you should come back. Let me see if I can add him. So so now visual recoil is gone too. So there's still recoil, but the gun doesn't bob as much. So I mean, that's a plus, I guess. I never experienced that issue, so I really don't understand why people are complaining about it. But apparently the gun was bobbing up a lot and distracting people. There's none of that. The netcode is completely revised, so everyone who's avoided Battlefield 4, please go back to it, because I want to play against you, and everyone wants to build up the community again, because apparently the netcode has been fixed. Guys, loving that, obviously.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm thoroughly pleased. I'm pleased about that flinch mechanic, because that was a main thing that I hated a lot. And I think there's also then they had like a triage system now where if somebody goes down and you're a medic, you can actually see how long you've got to revive them before they're unrevivable.
Yes, so Assassin, tell us about your experience with that, because now you can actually, they've made a few adjustments to the revive system, so now you can, what is it, you can see who's gonna die first, essentially, who's gonna have to respawn first, is that what it is?
Yep. When I always run medic, so when you run the defibs, you see this like a defib like symbol above their name. It's like a circle, and then once the whole circle will be like blue or green depending, whoever. And then once the line, the circle sort of like fades away, like around the defib, they're gonna basically they have to respawn. And then I know in like Battlefield 3, you didn't have to charge the paddles, you just hit them. In Battlefield 4, they had that charge. Well, you didn't know when it was like you're gonna get a full 100 revive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you hold it, it actually makes a beeping noise. Like it's really like you can hear it. It's like a really loud beep.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's a full 100 or very close. Like
Awesome.
I was seeing it where it was like a 95 because maybe I hit it a little bit too early.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. I mean, that was definitely something that I would have liked, because a lot of people just do those partial revives, and what good is that? The other person just gets another kill.
Yep.
So now you're gonna get a full revive on someone. You're gonna get that 100% revive. So definitely great improvements to the revive system. Let's talk about too. The grenades got a nerf. I know a lot of people who play, Conquest or Team Deathmatch or whatever on like Operation Locker, Operation Metro 2014. You're gonna love this nerf to the grenades, because those maps are a grenade spam fest. So a lot of the grenades now have gotten a nerf in damage as well as range. So the V40 Mini and the RGO Impact specifically have gotten a big nerf in terms of range and damage. So people aren't going to be spamming those grenades as much. What do you guys think about that?
That's pretty good. I think that's another big issue. The grenade spam was horrible, especially on Locker and the
Metro.
Operation Metro.
Mm-hmm.
People were more accustomed to throwing grenades than actually getting into a gunfight with people, which is kind of sad. But I mean, people are going to do the cheapest thing they can.
Right.
So
Yep. So you actually have a fighting chance now in Metro.
Yep.
Congratulations. You now can play it as it was properly intended, because now, especially with the damage, Assassin's doing his little golf clap, especially with the damage nerf, and they also nerfed the speed at which you get grenades to replenish if you're sitting over an ammo pack, up to, if in the instance of the frag grenades, the M67 frags, it takes 25 seconds now for you to get a new grenade. So you can't just be sitting there and chucking a grenade every 5 seconds. So they quintuple the amount of time. So that's a big deal. And for other ones, they tripled. Some's doubled. So what do you guys think about that aspect?
It is nice. I mean, I've played so many matches of Operation Metro Locker where you move one spot, oh, there's grenade indication. Move another spot, oh, look at another grenade. And then you move another spot, it's like, oh, look at grenade. And then you move somewhere completely different, like on the other side of the map, and just somehow grenade goes by.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Give me something here.
Yep. I hear your pain, man. Oh, Clowns is back. Turtle says, what's up, Clowns?
Sorry, guys.
No problem, man. It's all good. We're just talking about some of the Battlefield stuff. Turtle says they finally fixed the network issues a few days short of a year after release. It took them a while. Is this gonna get you guys back? You think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would come back to it if I still had Battlefield. I mean, I eventually I'm gonna be getting it back eventually, but yeah, I would definitely come back for that. It sounds like it's gonna be a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice not playing like a rubber band simulator.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Or
Yep. Go ahead.
the head bobbing, head flinching, And then the grenade spam, I think that was some of my main issues along with others.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wait for the DLC hardline.
No!
Wow.
Whoa! 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 The DLC
Wow.
hotline. Wow! Shots fired. I hope EA is not listening. Actually, I hope they are listening.
Love you guys.
Yeah, we love you.
Be a long time.
We're only kidding, not really. Apparently, according to Turtle, the PS4 version didn't have an issue with the network errors. I think you were just getting lucky, buddy, because I think everyone was complaining about it, about the rubber banding and stuff.
Well, you
I mean,
wouldn't
in
be
the
able to
beginning, it
tell.
was really horrible on High 9 Resort, where the building goes down and the whole freaking server crashes almost.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that's netcode,
Yeah,
definitely.
I
Resort and
just,
shit. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say something real quick.
Yeah,
though.
absolutely, please.
And this is directed at Turtle. I mean, how can you tell if there's any netcode issues on the PS4 with all the PSN issues? You wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Oh my God, Clown's just loaded tonight. Whoo-wee! Oh my God, an hour in and we're still loaded with stuff. Got it. All right. If you're gonna shots fired, Turtle, you gonna respond to that? If you do, we'll talk about it. But anyway, yeah. So big things, a few things got a nerf. The revive improvements we talked about. Clowns was gone. Now you know when you can fully revive someone. Clowns, you can charge with the paddles, and you know when they're fully charged, and you can see who needs to be revived first. There's a little like indicator above their dead bodies to see when they're gonna spawn or not, so you can revive the people in the correct order. What do you think about those?
Well, I walk around with the things charged all the time anyway, just to hit an enemy around the corner or something with them.
Nice. Oh, Garrett, what's up, man? Yeah, you missed quite a bit. We're almost done with the show, actually, but please stay for the rest. Yeah. So other than that, guys, you're gonna have to check the full change log, because we'd be here talking forever about Battlefield. But it is gonna get us back. I think it's gonna get a lot of people back. Take home message: they fixed a lot of the issues that everyone was having, and definitely go check it out. We'll be on there. So, yeah. So that's it for Battlefield, I think. Now, let's get to our final actual topic of the night. We're going to show off a little bit of Minecraft at the end, just really quick, of Assassin's World that he's building. But the last topic of the night, we're going to do games with gold for this month and give our impressions of it really quick. So let's go with the Xbox One game first, Chariot. Chariot, I don't really know a ton about like the developer. Really, Clowns, do you know more about the developer or anything?
No, I don't know much about them.
No, okay. Anybody know about the developer, Assassin of Chaos?
Mm,
They're
no.
Canadian-based,
No.
I think.
Yeah, they're Canadian based. Yeah.
So Chariot is kind of like Max Curse of Brotherhood a little bit. It's like a side-scrolling puzzler. If you heard my impressions of it when it first came out, what was that? That was on the 30th at like 10 p.m. Eastern, 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern. It came out a little bit early. I said I wasn't too excited about it when I first started playing, because literally I said you're towing around a donkey cart. Like that, it's so weird how you're just towing around this cart with a dead person's mind and body in it or whatever, you know. Not technically a body, but their mind and their thoughts, and they're just talking to you. It's just very weird to me. What do you guys think of Chariot?
I think instead of calling it Chariot, we should call it Pushing a Dead Guy Simulator.
Wow.
Because it's
Or Weekend
it's-
at Barney.
Weekend at Bernie's, nice. Yep, towing around a dead guy. Awesome reference.
Nope.
Oh my god. Any of the other guys play it? I know me and Assassin played it a little bit. Clowns or Chaos, you guys play it?
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into it, and I'm probably gonna go all the way through and get the achievements before Assassin does.
Oh, is that a challenge?
Oh, that is.
Wait,
a
Do I
challenge.
smell a challenge?
That
Yes.
is.
Oh.
Okay. No, not playing it now.
Oh wow. Yeah, Turtle says Chariot is the most boring game I've played on Xbox. I would have to almost agree. I think I found Crimson Dragon more boring. I mean, I didn't give that really a fair shake, but other than Crimson Dragon, this is very boring to me. I think Max blows it out of the water. Unfortunately, that's not free anymore. But when it was, if you didn't pick it up, I'm sorry to hear that because it's a very good game, and it's still even worth the money. I mean, I don't know if it's worth $15 or whatever it is, but it's a good $10 title. It's definitely worth the money. But Chariot's gonna be $15 after this month. So at least if you're not gonna play it right away, put it in your download queue. Get it right. Assassin always tells me you can at least just put it in your download queue and you can have it available.
Oh.
So
It's a free game.
definitely do
Oh.
that. Just check it out. But it's not really for us, I don't think. I don't even know really what the point of the game is. Does anyone know what the point of the game is? They can explain it a little better. I feel ashamed that we're even talking about it. We don't know what the point is of the game.
Well,
I
they-
think
Endgame.
you're toting around a king, and he doesn't like where you put him to rest, so he makes you go to different areas. I think it's more of like a puzzle game in a way.
Yeah.
It's got that.
The puzzle
Draw to
aspect of it, from what I've played so far, essentially all that the puzzle aspect is like, what do you have to do to tote this cart into range to collect gems? Like, there really is nothing exciting about that to me. You know what I mean? Like the point of the game is getting that cart all around the level to collect all the gems. Like, there's really no other objective. For me, there's like no sense of, oh, this is this level and it exists because of this, and I'm going through it because of this reason. It's just like, let me tote this thing around and collect all the gems, and whoop-de-doo, I got them all. So that's how I feel about it. I feel like I'm just bashing it. I feel really bad. You guys are making me feel bad about it.
Don't feel bad.
How are the
No.
graphics? Let's look at that.
Thank you, clowns. Thank you. Graphics are actually not too bad. They're cartoony. But I mean, they're sharp. They're good.
Mhm.
And they're playful. I mean, they're unique. I preferred Max's, but what do you guys think of the graphics?
They're not bad. I mean, for an arcade title, they're pretty good. Or indie face, or indie face. Wow, I'm looking at the fucking chat and seeing face and saying face. Indie game. My bad. So yeah. I have nothing to say after that face palm moment, but yeah. So
Speaking of indie games, I'm gonna do a shameless plug of the website. Go check out the website for Clowns. Did a Kickbeat review, and we kind of all collaborated on a Stick It to the Man review. So go check those out over at the site. But those indie games are both better than this, essentially. So spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, I think, based on Stick It to the Man, that game is fantastic.
Oh,
I love it.
Oh, yeah,
compared to Stick It to the
definitely.
Man, I mean, we could talk all night about that. But that's a great game.
definitely.
But go check out our review for more about that. And we talked about it in a prior podcast. So, but this game, hate to say it, not that great. Let's go to the better selection this month. For the 360 games, Bad Company 2 and Darksiders 2. Out of 10, what do you guys rank this offering this month? 2 retail games, mind you.
I think that's a 10 out of 10 in my point of view, especially Darksiders 2. I think it's a big sleeper title that not a lot of people played and didn't enjoy. I wish they'd bring a next-gen version back for everybody.
Yep. Clowns, you got anything to say about these games?
I never played Bad Company 2, but based on what Chaos and everybody else says, I mean, it sounds like a really great offering. So I'd go with Chaos 10 out of 10. Darksiders 2 is fantastic for them to release that, especially since it was a huge retail.
Yeah. I can say Battlefield Bad Company 2, I put a lot of time into that game. A lot of time. For a Battlefield franchise, like Battlefield franchises in Call of Duty 2, they get bad raps for their campaigns, but this is one of the campaigns that is actually really, really good.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you're saying, oh, it's a Battlefield game, it's an old Battlefield game, why would I download this? Because it's old, outdated multiplayer, which I would argue is not even true. But, I mean, you could make that argument. Download it for the campaign. The campaign's really fun. It's funny. It's got a
Mhm.
comedic tone to the War series, which, if you could even do that, which, I mean, that's kind of ironic, but it works. It works. It's really good. It's a really good
And
campaign.
it's the Frostbite. I can't remember what engine it is, but
Just one.
it's
Regular Frostbite.
it's the good engine where you can pretty much any building you see, you can bring it down to its foundation pretty much,
Right to the
right
ground.
to the ground. So everything's destructible. Everything.
I think they do it better than almost Battlefield 4 does. I mean, Battlefield 4, there's more detail in how it's done, but
Yeah.
the way you can level buildings in Bad Company, I mean,
Mhm.
I think they almost do it better.
Yeah, if somebody's hiding in a building, just take out a grenade launcher, blow a hole in the wall, and you're in. Like you don't have to use a door. Why should you use a door? You can make a hole.
Yeah, no kidding. Like you can run to the back of the building, make a hole really quick with like the noob tube or the rocket launcher or whatever, and you can just bust right in. I mean,
Yeah.
the destruction was way beyond its time when it came out, and it's definitely got its place. And I think the community is gonna build back up. I'll probably give it another download. I mean, hell, why not?
Well, there's people still playing the multiplayer too. I mean,
Right.
I the actual recon class back in Bad Company 2 was an actual, I think one of the better recon classes that they had.
Definitely agree. And for Darksiders, I've never played Darksiders, so I don't really know. But I mean, it did get very good reception. It was made by a great company back then. I know they're defunct, THQ, developed by Visual Games.
Mhm.
So they're both not even in existence anymore, really. And people
I
are
think the
clamoring for a
franchise
sequel.
itself. Yeah, I think the franchise itself. Somebody picked that up. I don't remember who, but I hope they make a sequel to it.
Yeah, I mean, it was very well received. It had very good Metacritic scores. Hardly any mixed or negative reviews for Darksiders 2 on Metacritic. So definitely check that out. At least download it to the queue. That's going to be available in the second half of the month. On the 360, they offer one for the first half, one for the second. So go pick it up as soon as you can. And we're getting a lot of stuff in the chat about Bad Company. Jizzle says, when is Bad Company 3 coming? Yeah, no kidding. A lot of people wanted that. I
After
want that
Hardline,
too.
probably.
Yeah, probably after. I could see it still happening.
I mean, there was always a rumor going around that DICE was working on Bad Company 3, but they need to bring the series back. I think it would be pretty cool if they brought it back.
Yeah, Turtle says Bad Company is greater than BF3 and BF4.
All right. Yeah, I don't know about BF3
Maybe-
because I come from BF3.
Yeah.
I'd say definitely way better than 4.
Yep. Jizzle says BF3 is slightly better than Bad Company 2, and I might agree with that. I'd probably agree with that. But I'll tell you, when that Battlefield 3 beta came out, and that was like the first Battlefield beta you can play on consoles, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to play the beta, and I played the beta. I was like, what the hell is this? Bad Company's better. And then, the beta turned out to be way worse than the retail copy, and yada, 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 and BF3 was iconic.
Wasn't it funny too? Like, didn't the medic used to be a white dude?
Yes, and then the medic became a black dude. Imagine that. Yeah, that's true.
I think they did that in like Battlefield Friends too. Like, the guy was a white dude. And he got a phone call. He's like, "Sure, I can come by." And then he's like, "What's going on?" "Oh, the developers want to see me." And he come back. He's like, "Hey, what's going on, guys?" And he's all black.
Yep. I remember that. Definitely. Quickly to the chat. Yeah, Dicentium Gaming. Thank you for coming by. But we did already talk about Forza Horizon 2 at length, so we're not going to go back to that. But I saw that you said in the chat that you can't wait for Horizon 3. Horizon 2 just came out, so we're going to be a long time for that. But, I mean, I'm glad you're excited about it. We're excited about it, too. So definitely look for us online, and we'll play with you for sure.
I mean, the only thing I could say, Decennium, is that I wish they added the ability to do custom license plates. Maybe we'll see that in Horizon 3.
Definitely, good point, Clowns. Yeah, now that the graphics good enough, right? I mean, we talked how great the graphics are. The graphics are so good, you can definitely read the license plates now. They should definitely put in some custom license plates. That would be sick. I didn't get a notification for the podcast. Well, you should have, because I got it.
If you followed, you should have.
If you
You
follow,
might have unfollowed on accident. Twitch has problems with that. Make sure just follow again and try that.
yeah, just unclick if it says you're following, just and you had that problem tonight, just unclick and click follow again, and you definitely should get it next time. Sorry about that, but follow us on Twitter too, and you'll get the accurate times. Cloud just said that in the chat. He beat me to it. Yeah, so follow us on Twitter. You'll get the accurate times, and we'll have it posted on the website from now on too. Yeah, so that's the end of the official schedule we have for the podcast. But we're gonna show off Assassin's little world he's building. Tell us more about the world as we're checking it out.
Okay. I decided to build a Spleef arena for for all you guys in the followers of the podcast or followers of my Twitch channel to enjoy some Minecraft mini games you can see on the internet. I mean, it's not going to be as great as you can see it on PC, just because we're limited on the consoles.
So just tell us really quick what a Spleef arena is, just really quick before we check
It's
out.
giant arena, lava on the bottom, snow on the top. 2 guys or 4 guys go in with shovels to knock the snow out underneath their feet, and whoever falls in loses first.
Ooh, interesting. Clowns are starting a little thing in the chat. On the count of 3, say creative doesn't count. And then he said 1, 2, 3. We've got a few creative doesn't count messages, but this is, even though creative really doesn't count, this is impressive. I mean, this is impressive. I mean, if you look down what's on the stream right now, you can see we planted a ton of What do we plant here? Is this nether brick? I can't remember what this was. Oh, this is black wool. This is black wool, and then all of these are what are these again?
Redstone lamps.
Redstone lamps. So these are all redstone lamps, like thousands upon thousands of them. We all, and a couple of us helped do this. But this is Assassin's World. And then in the middle here, tell us about this thing in the middle. Just explain it again, really quick.
This is the arena. It's not done yet, so don't hate. I decided to put rainbows in, but this is the Spleef arena. I mean, I got the basic concept up here, and yes, I did it. Counting error, I am off by 1 block.
Shh! Don't tell them that. They would have never noticed.
I don't care. They're gonna know now. I'm off by 1 block. It still looks nice, but I mean, you can tell a little bit. And I'm off by 1.
So this is kind of cool. You build stands and everything, and then this is where. Look down at me real quick. This is where you dig in the snow.
Yep. See, lava.
Okay, and then you fall in here, and you want to dig and make the people fall. So you'd only be able to. Oh shit. You wouldn't be able to play. Oh my god. All right, you wouldn't be able to play this on creative, obviously. That's the whole point. You'd play it on survival. So you try to dig and you make them fall into the lava. That's kind of cool. So you can get 8 players on Xbox One. So we'll definitely be hosting one of those on this arena. So it's a work in progress. We'll show it off again when it's closer. But I mean, if you just look at the size, it's absolutely massive. It took us hours upon hours to fill all these lanterns and stuff, and it's not even loaded over there, as you can see. But
would it be ready by this weekend, or would we be ready to do one this weekend?
I would need to put in some type of ladder or stairs.
No, it's doable. So maybe we'll do it for this weekend. Ooh, maybe next weekend.
I mean, I could just pull something out of my ass and just put a ladder from top to bottom.
Right.
And on each side, because you can tell somewhere.
Would you would need wouldn't you need to put like beds in for a spawn area?
Yeah, I was thinking putting like I said, I just built the area where these guys start, with redstone and stuff. I mean, I still have to do the interior designing, which I tend not to be good at, so it may look ugly in the inside, but I don't care, because it's my world. So yeah.
So there you go. Assassin's been working hard on this. I worked maybe like 5% of it. Not even this area. I didn't do any of this tower. Assassin did most of this. Did some of the floor, putting in some of the wool and the redstone and everything. So the redstone lamps. Good.
I wanted to base it off the Halo Rooster Teeth series, Red versus Blue. So if you guys know that series, but I'm gonna probably try to find someone who can make some Spartans in the back, because I can't do that crap.
So if anyone knows of anybody that can do some creative stuff like that, or if you can do it, then let us know, and we'll have you join, as long as you don't destroy anything, like Clown's suggesting that he's going to do in the chat. Clown says he's glad I helped, because if he had helped, he would have been creative and made a hole somewhere.
Yeah, don't be a troll, because we've had people like that come in and say they're gonna help, and then when they get in, they just start destroying stuff. So if you do that, you're just gonna end up being banned from the Twitch channel and probably banned from our playlist. So I would suggest don't come in and be a troll.
Right. All right, so that's it. I mean, that's it for the Minecraft demonstration. That's it for the podcast. I know we went a little over today. I mean, I promise we'll get it down to like an hour and 15. But we just talked too long, I feel.
Yeah, we have to admit Destiny to get there.
Yeah,
Right,
if we admitted Destiny, right, guys, it would have been around.
Right, Jizzle? Back me up on this.
But anything else you guys want to say really quick? Clowns, anything about progress you're making on the website? You want to shout out something, or?
No, just I'm just coding some of it by hand. So if you have any other ideas what should be added to it, let us know. And we do have a new email address as well.
Oh yeah. So I got to change that in the background. Thank you. Yeah. So that email, that Gmail that we have at the top, is still active, but we're gonna prefer that you send it to 4guys@4guyswithquarters.com. So I'll put that in the chat. Or maybe somebody already did. Yep. All right. Clowns already did. So 4guys@4guyswithquarters.com is our new email. We're gonna be transitioning over to that. So, and we have a Google Voice number. So we're gonna be doing voicemails on the podcast. So we'll have that up on the profile as well, and on the website. So yeah. So follow us on Twitter @4GWQ Podcasts. Find us on Facebook now, right, Clowns? What's the Facebook? Just 4 Guys with Quarters, right?
4 Guys with Quarters.
All
and
right.
hit that like button.
Please hit the like button. Please support us. We're doing this for you guys, and we need all the help we can get. So,
If anybody wants to donate a copy of Shadows of Mordor or for Forza Horizon, I'm just kidding.
you heard it again. Donations of games.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm serious.
Oh god. All right. So, thank you guys for watching. Check us out on YouTube. If you miss any of the episodes, this episode will be on YouTube shortly after the end of the broadcast. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, see you later. Peace.
Peace out.
Bye, guys.